One of my all-time favorite things to watch is Variety's Actors on Actors, and let me tell you why. I love to watch Actors on Actors. I have been watching it for a very long time. I am a day one, and it's on YouTube. You can watch the entire interviews on YouTube. They will post clips on Instagram and on TikTok, but watching the entire interview is where it's at. Each episode is anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour long, so I usually watch it while I'm on the treadmill. But this week I've seen 3 episodes alone, and Emma Stone and Bradley Cooper, what an amazing interview. So basically it's a sit-down interview between the 2 actors, and they just talk about their most recent projects. Emma Stone is talking about Poor Things, Bradley Cooper's talking about Maestro, and they just kind of talk about the process, the prep, everything about it. And there's nothing more beautiful than seeing these actors praise each other, telling them how they see them grow as artists and see their creativity flow, because even though to us they're celebrities and they're doing these amazing things on screen, we don't know them personally, and they do know each other personally. So to hear them just kind of rave about each other, it's actually a really nice thing to watch. You also feel like you're seeing a totally different side of them, because they're not sitting with a person who is interviewing them for a magazine. They're sitting with their actual peers, and so they're able to be a little bit more raw, more authentic, and you can see their friendships come through, which is something I love to see. The second interview I was very excited for. Coleman Domingo, Jacob Elordi. We automatically just assume they're best friends and they hang out all the time because they're both on Euphoria. But believe it or not, they had never sat down and had a conversation before this interview, which is wild to me. They both are talking about their most recent projects, which Coleman Domingo is in Rustin, which is his first time leading a movie as an actor in his 30-year, span in the industry. So that's huge. Jacob Elordi is also talking about Priscilla and Saltburn and all of the prep that it took, but just also all of the success that came with Euphoria for both of them. But this was a great interview. They have so much more in common than we would have ever thought. And just seeing them kind of talk about their personal lives, how they kind of intersect, amazing. This episode, I finished it this morning. I started it yesterday and I finished it this morning. Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr., I wish I could have been part of the conversation with them. They're both really intelligent men. And I would have never thought, not to say that I don't think they are smart men, but just hearing them talk so eloquently about their craft, I was blown away. They've done some incredible projects. I mean, obviously they're part of the Marvel universe. They have so much history together. But this one, they were talking about Oppenheimer, which Robert Downey Jr. is in. I didn't even know he was in that. And then Mark Ruffalo was talking about Poor Things. And this was a fun one because you can tell how good friends they are. And they were just going on and on about each other. And it was really nice to see, just the love that they have for each other and the respect. And again, they are both so intelligent and smart. And this was a really great episode. If you are a fan of any of the people I just mentioned, I highly recommend watching. Again, the full interviews are on YouTube, but it's just so good. It really is. It's so nice to see these actors just be themselves and not acting. It really will change your perspective on a lot of things.